I'm 680 News Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel. Well, this was quite the start of the week for wheeling and dealing on both Bay and Wall Streets. Lots of mergers and acquisitions announced today. Grand total more than $40 billion. The biggest of the bunch was a combination of two of the biggest players in the U.S. discount brokerage industry. Charles Schwab and Company is buying TD Ameritrade in a $27 billion transaction. Now, this one has been talked about for a while after Charles Schwab actually removed a lot of their commissions on trades a few weeks back, and that sent a shockwave through the industry and led to talk of consolidation. Canada's TD Bank owns a minority stake in TD Ameritrade and will hold an equity position in the newly merged company. We also saw Tiffany & Company saying "I do" to the biggest deal ever in the luxury jewelry space, the luxury market in general. After weeks of playing hard to get, it agreed to a $16 billion buyout from LVMH, the operator of Louis Vuitton and several other luxury brands out of France. This had Tiffany & Company stock up nicely today. A lot of bling for the buck, up by 6% in Wall Street trading activity. eBay is selling StubHub to another company called Viagogo. eBay is selling StubHub for $4 billion after buying it back in 2007 for just $310 million. So a nice return on investment there. eBay actually scaling back a bit of operations on its with new management coming in and selling StubHub for a pretty penny, more than $4 billion, and that had eBay shares up today as well. And on Bay Street, we're looking at a big deal in the gold industry with a couple of Northern Ontario gold mining companies teaming up in a $5 billion deal. Kirkland Lake Gold buying Detour Gold. They figure they can find some synergies with their mining assets close to each other. Detour's share price today was up by about 5%, and over the course of this year already up by more than 90%. Well, after losing a little bit of money on the market on Friday, following the so-called fail of the shatterproof glass on the new Cybertruck, Elon Musk saw a nice bounce back for the company's stock price today after tweeting over the weekend that that new so-called post-apocalyptic vehicle, as some have described it, has almost 200,000 pre-orders for a vehicle that's not due until late 2021. Those are $100 deposits, refundable, but it indicates a big interest in that vehicle, which had a lot of people questioning the design, but nevertheless seems to be popular, at least on the first indication. And cannabis company Canopy Growth is branching out, announcing today it has received Health Canada approval, a green light for some greenery in beverages, cannabis-infused beverages specifically, that will be produced at the company's Smiths Falls, Ontario facility. 11 brands to start and then expanding from there. From the 680 Newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.